Thank you, Mr Speaker. As members, honourable members will be aware, tonight is the 6th night of Hanukkah, which is a Jewish festival, an important Jewish festival, which celebrates the success of the Jewish people in reconsecrating the temple in Jerusalem in about 165 BCE, which had been defiled by the Hellenistic monarchy in Syria, which at that stage was ruling the Judea and that part of the world. And the Judas Maccabeus and his supporters rebelled, and when they finally recaptured the temple, they did not have enough sanctified oil to burn for more than one night, and they had to keep it burning for 8 nights. And the miracle of Hanukkah is that this one flask of oil burnt for 8 nights, and it is celebrated by the Jewish people and honoured by all people as an example of Jewish courage, indomitability, resilience, and of course the hope of the Jewish people always to be a light unto the world. And indeed, when you consider that the two great monotheistic religions of the world, Christianity and Islam, are both directly derived from Judaism, there is some considerable force in that. But in the midst of all this light, there can sometimes be, regrettably all too often is, darkness. And on the 25th of October, in my electorate of Wentworth, there was an attack on some Jewish families who were returning home after their traditional Shabbat dinner on Friday night. They were attacked by a group of 8 men who abused them with racial slurs and anti-Semitic language. It left one of them, for example, 66-year-old Eli Behar, unconscious with bleeding, internal bleeding in his head. His wife, similar age, was also injured. Their son, Shlomo, had his finger broken, stitches in his head, and 2 others were also injured and abused in this attack. Now, everybody has condemned this, and it is important that we always do that. Racial attacks, racism, racial abuse, whether it is against Jews or anybody else, is utterly unacceptable in our society. And so as we celebrate and honour the festival of Hanukkah, it's important to remember that just as we celebrate that light and that indomitable spirit of the Jewish people, we stand up and oppose racism and racial abuse in whatever form, against whomever, by whomever, in our society.